Decades ago, black industrial smoke poured out of smokestacks, turning the sky at times red with pollution. Soot rained down and covered the children of Kitakyushu, Japan.
What did the sky and the water look like?
Smoke and dust, remembers 73-year-old Kazuhiro Kumai. Laundry drying outside turned black. I couldn't wear white shirts. In the 1950s and 60s, Kumai worked for Nippon Steel, one of the largest companies in Kitakyushu, the city that was the backbone of Japan's industrial muscle. The price of progress, said industry. The community disagreed. A women's group shot this amateur film titled We Want Blue Sky. The stark images stunned Japan, a country that at the time pledged to grow at all cost. This grassroots cry, coupled with the slowdown in Japan's steel industry, began a citywide mindset change. At this recycling center, plastic bottles are the new raw materials.
So when you look at these bottles, what do you see?
These look like bottles, says Kimiharu Kanakogi, but they're actually an urban oil field. You need oil to make most plastics, so break down a used plastic bottle and in less than an hour, pellets. From these pellets, explains Kanakogi, you have the base material that can be used to make new plastic products. At another factory across the street, an assembly line in reverse.
So what's happening here on the assembly line?
Taking the engine out, says Masayuki Tsukamoto, along with the rest of the usable parts. The rest of it?
This is the end result. Each one of these boxes was once a car. They would normally head off to the junkyard and just collect as waste, but now they're going to be heading back to the steel mill, melted down, and reused.
This is the fundamental shift in Kitakyushu's old steel economy and the new green economy. These factories say you don't need to search for raw materials. What's needed already exists.
The credo today has to be is that you can produce and industrialize, but in a greener trajectory. You clean as you produce.
Kitakyushu is sharing its lessons in many languages. This group from Latin America is here for a month to study the city's history and technology. It's been eye-opening, says Edgar Marian.
Even if the government start applying regulations, it won't work until the whole population decides to change.
Remember Kazuhiro Kumai, the Nippon steel worker? He's now a volunteer at Kitakyushu's pollution museum. Yes, pollution, so a part of the past, is now relegated to a museum. Children learn through pictures and historical film from the elders who lived it. I hope they will listen to the grandfathers and grandmothers, says Kumai, and think about what we tell them for their future. Kyung-Law, CNN, Kitakyushu, Japan.